Greetings friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Saray from Saray Plans, and in this video I'm going to be walking you through how I use my Erin Condren Petite budget book and setting up the month at a glance page as a financial overview for the month of June. The supplies that I will be using in this video include my Papermate Inkjoy Gel 0.7 in black, a variety of Erin Condren sticker sheets with a budget and summer theme, as well as the Erin Condren Petite budget book, a couple of stencils, one from Erin Condren and one from Jennifer at Happy Place Planning. And I'll also be referencing a couple of sticker sheets that I've added to my budget book, which are the monthly bills and sinking funds sticker sheets, and they are available in my Etsy shop, Saray Plans. As always, I will link all of the sources used below. So first, let me walk you through how I use this book. The first thing that I do each month is to complete the month at a glance page. I'm going to go ahead and show you the May completed page for reference. So as you can see, here I determine 3 main financial goals for the month, any expected purchases that are outside of my regular bills and expenses, a list of all of the monthly bills, and then on the bottom, it is designed to document whatever savings goals you may have for that particular month. However, because I am focusing on paying down some debt, I've been using it to record goals that I can focus on to pay down extra on my student loan debt. All right, let's talk about the budget page. This page, I use it to document upcoming bills and planned expenses. However, I also use it as a budget recap page. I do not record numbers for things such as groceries or dining out or entertainment. What I will do is that I will tally up the total spent at the end of the month on those specific categories and record them then. This doesn't mean that I don't give myself a limit. Of course I do. I just track them using the transaction log pages that I will show you next. So you get a total of 4 transaction tracker pages in this planner, which may not seem like much, but you can track a lot. As you can see, I've already started tracking some expenses that will fall under our June budget. I write down the categories based on the same categories that are already built into the planner. There might be 1 or 2 other categories that are not listed here that are more personal to our needs, but there are spaces available to jot those down. So let's get started in setting up the month at a glance. But before we do that, I wanted to show you one of the tools that I created to help me a little bit more in this planner. While I think that there are a lot of great features in this planner, I needed a way to reference 2 specific things. 1, a list of monthly bills and a way to track them, and 2, a list of irregular bills, aka sinking funds, and when they're due throughout the year. This has helped me tremendously in keeping it all organized. So now that we walked through the planner, let's go ahead and set up the month at a glance page. The first thing that we're going to do is set up our 3 main goals for the month. So now that all of the goals are set, I'll move on to recording our upcoming expenses list. I'll be using my Happy Place Planning Stencil for perfect squares. Now, this list is really important because it changes month to month, so we have to carefully consider it. Things like birthdays, special occasions like Father's Day in June, family and friends time, etc. We're also in the process of furnishing our house, and cash flowing these items is important to each of us. Okay, so all of our upcoming purchases and expenses are done. So I'm moving on to the next section, which is the monthly bill section. And for this one, I'll be using the Erin Condren Stencil to mark an irregular bill that's due in June with a star, and the rest of the bills, I will mark them off with check boxes. Bills are done now, so I will list some additional goals at the bottom. So I have a couple of additional goals this month, and that is to sell a few more items. I think taking a couple of items at a time is more effective and more realistic for me to actually get it done. Otherwise, it may just seem too overwhelming. One additional section that I like to add, and I actually didn't do it last month, but the month before was helpful, is an online order section. That way I can keep track of all of our pending orders. One more thing, I like to rate on a scale of 1 through 3 how I did against my goals. So I'll place 3 stars using the stencil, and I'll color in how many stars I'm giving myself when I recap my budget at the end of the month. So there it is. June is all planned out. I'd love to hear your comments or questions, so feel free to drop them down below. See you next time.